Yeah. So welcome back again to all of you. This is Microsoft Word class third lesson today. This is a news bulletin that MOM has broadcast. This is a short biography about 24 Asia. You can take a look when you have time. So this is about Microsoft Word class outline. So basically there are 4 class. Each class around 2 to 3 hours. And this is more on the beginner classes, but we can organize for in future for advanced level as well. Yeah, so every participants who actually join at least 75% of the classes, that means out of the 4 classes, you join for 3 classes and you will get this certificate of participation. And every classes we take some screenshot as a attendance. So you have to make sure that you have to join the class start to all the way to the end. So at the 4th class, today we are on the 3rd class. So at the 4th class, we'll do lots of exercise or project work. So how can you use this Microsoft Office or Word and apply to your workplace? So what kind of task can you do it? What kind of job can you do it? You can use Microsoft Word as a flyer design like this. You can use Microsoft Word as a writing your resume. You can use Microsoft Word as writing a letter, or even for some kind of documentation, the banner and so on. And on the next class, which is class 4, which is very, very important for all of you, make sure you join the class 4 because we'll do all those exercise and project work. Okay. So we'll be jumping to the class, but before that, let me just take one more screenshot as attendance. We have few more friends join just now. Yeah, we have 35 colleagues right now. Let me just take a screenshot. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Tas and Rakib, just help me to take a look on the chat message if there's somebody raise any question. Okay, so first class you have gone through the lesson 1 and lesson 2. Okay, so which more give you overview on second class you have gone through lesson 3 and lesson 4. So basically every single class we have a 2 chapter or lesson to complete. Okay, today is number 3rd class, so we'll go through the lesson 4 and lesson 5. Okay, so what is lesson 3, 4 and 5? So lesson 4 is all about working with the tables. So how to insert the tables, how to navigate the tables, how to select the part of the tables, adding border, shading, row, column, how to insert the objects, how to insert even for header, footer, page numbering. I think we have seen that. We can recap, picture and share, but it's more on the table formatting. So learn how to play around the table, okay, in Microsoft Word. And just for info, that you will learn from this course or this class, especially on Microsoft Word, is very useful because in Microsoft Excel and especially on Microsoft PowerPoint is almost the same feature functionality and the way to do. So if you learn it better in Microsoft Word, you'll be able to apply on Microsoft Excel and Microsoft PowerPoint also, because Microsoft PowerPoint, or Word is almost do similar way. Especially Microsoft PowerPoint is almost exactly the same way that Microsoft Word does. So try to follow what we are sharing, how we are doing it, and you also try to apply at home. Okay, so that you'll be able to apply this skill on Microsoft PowerPoint or recap it. Okay, so similarly we'll be working on the charts. I think some of the chart that last class Rubel and Rashid has shared, but we'll be recapping as well. And number 5th, what is number 5th on the lesson? We will learn how to do header and footer. So what is header? So header is sometimes you see a document, on top there is header and the bottom there is a footer. So header could be a company name, and the footer could be maybe the document prepared by Salim Hiro. Okay, I think the Salim Bhai has put his name Salim Hiro. So, Mustafizur Rahman, or you can say, the document is prepared by Mizanur Rahman. Okay. You can also put footer, like, for example, page numbering, page, 1 of 32, 2 of 32, 3 of 32. So in case if one of the page missing from the document, you'll be able to trace back. This is why we use the page numbering. Okay. So I will see the header and footer. We'll see how to insert the date and time. So you can insert a date today, and you can also make sure that date is auto updated, meaning to say if this document is open on 9th of August, once you open the date will be automatically updated. We'll see how does the automatically update date happen. Insert the page number that I share, changing the page layout. You can also change the page layout. There are different type of page layout is available. You can choose the border. Okay. You can do the page margin. We'll see how to do a play around margin. Margin is very important if you wanted to print a document using your company letterhead pad. So sometimes letterhead pad on top, there is around 2 to 3 inches. Their logo is already printed out. So you just need to print the document remaining part. So we need to see, we'll see how does this margin works. We'll see the page orientation. How do we define the page orientation, and page size. Page size, we can choose either letter, or we can choose A4, A3, A2, and there are varieties of sizes available, including the envelopes. Okay. Those are the things that we will learn from the today class. Any question before we jump to our actual exercise for today? Okay, if no question, let me jump and share my screen to go back to the Microsoft Word itself. I hope all of you can see this is Microsoft Word. I think past 2 classes you have seen how to navigate this Microsoft Office, Word. There is a toolbar, there is a menu bar. You can see home, insert, design, layout, reference, all those. I don't want to recap, go through this. You can go through the YouTube tutorial. This is actually basically the ribbon, or we call the toolbar. So there are multiple options here. You can use from here on the mouse pointer, using the mouse, or you can use a shortcut. Okay. So today we will more play around about table, okay, and header footer. So how do we draw a table? By the way, just to make sure that you know what version currently you are using, you can go click on the account. Okay, you will see here what version are you running. My version is Microsoft Office Standard 2016. Okay, so I would like to request all of you, please, if possible, download and install Microsoft Office 2016 or 19. If you install or use Microsoft Office 2010 and 13, there are many features and functionality are not available that we are showing today, or even last few classes. Okay, there are some website where you can buy, or you can actually download on the student version or pirated version. Is up to you based on your budget that you can afford. Okay, so again, the Microsoft Office 2016 is a good version to work, and there are many features and functionalities available, and 19 and 16 is almost like same, but there is a big difference on the older version like 2013 and 16. This is why we have chosen Microsoft Office 2016 to teach. Okay, so now today we will learn how to insert a table and how to format a table. Okay, so when do we need a table? Let's say, for example, we want to do 24 Asia student result sheet. Okay, so we wanted to actually publish the results, so we need to have a table. Okay, so insert, this is where you will find a table. Okay, you can click here, or you can click to the expand. Then you will see there are sample column table is all there. You can just pick, so in the table you just need to remember how many column do you need it, how many row do you need it. Okay, so this is very important when you choose or insert a table. Okay, you can definitely insert in in future additional column and row that you needed, but at the beginning of start, how many column and row do you need? Let me see. I take around 6 by 6, so meaning 6 row and 6 column, or 6 column 10 row. Okay, so you can see from here, I just click it and this is table has been created. Okay, and if you notice, there is table layout is also appear on the design menu. Earlier I was inside insert. Let me just do a undo. I was here under the table. Okay, once I choose, I have chosen this 6 by 8. Okay, you can see on top it shows that 6 into 8 table. So I have chosen, and once I click it, it will jump to the next menu on the design. On top you can see home, insert, design. It will be jump to the design, because where you need to play around the table. Okay, or it's automatically jump to the design, and you can see all the options are available on the design. Okay, so let's say for example first one I wanted to make it shorter. Why? I want to write down the serial number as L. Okay, then second one I need bigger, maybe I need the name. Okay, name of the student. Okay, then I wanted to give a percentage of attendance. Okay, sorry, attendance, CE. Yeah, so then I want to do a percentage of exercise. Okay, percentage of exam. Okay, overall. Okay, so I want to score them actually, that for each student, and this one I want to make it maybe a little bit shorter. I want to make it bold, and I want to do a shading. So I select all the table. Here I can choose, okay, what type of shading do I want? Maybe it's all orange, okay, or red. Okay, let's say I choose orange. And the text color, this is A is text color. You have seen it before. I want it to white. Okay, so this is the table that I have just created. Now I can also choose not to do manually, just select the whole table. If you go to the design, there are many designs available. You just click here to expand. You will see there are many design available. So you don't need to do that. You just click it here, or here, whole table design is already there. Okay, now you can just write 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and so on and so on and so on. Okay, now I have, let's say for example 35 students today, but here I have just given 7. I want to start insert more row. I select right here and insert. Now if you notice, how many additional row do I need? If I need just 2, I can just select 2, right click, insert. I can do insert below, I can do insert above. So if I do above, it goes above the 6 and 7. Okay, but I want to do below. So right click again, insert below, is appear below. So I can do 8 and 9. Now let's say for example I need more. So in step 2, I can choose another 9, insert below. You see another 9 is appear here. Okay, so because I have selected 9, so it give me a chance to automatically add another 9. Okay, so it depend on how many column do you need it. You can just select those, and you can add additionally row. Okay, and you can insert it. Is that very difficult? Let me just pause it. Are you able to catch what I've been sharing it?
Yes, sir.
আচ্ছা, যারা বাংলাদেশী আছেন আপনারা কি আমার কথা বুঝতে পাচ্ছেন?
হ্যাঁ, বুঝতে পারছি স্যার।
হ্যাঁ,
আমি যদি একটু ফাস্ট বলি আমাকে একটু পজ করেন যে
আর ওখানে মনে হয় খুবই সাউন্ড হচ্ছে, একটু মিউট করে দিতাম।
আচ্ছা, আমি যারা কথা বলছেন আমি তাদেরকে মিউট করে দিচ্ছি। আপনাদের যদি কোশ্চেন থাকে আনমিউট করে কোশ্চেনটা করবেন এবং আবার মিউট করে দেবেন, তাহলে সবাই ক্লিয়ারলি শুনতে পাবে, ঠিক আছে? Yeah. For those non-Bangladeshi brothers or who doesn't understand Bengali, no worry, I'll repeat the same thing in English. So basically what I was asking them, that whether I'm going too fast or too slow, okay, whether you are able to understand me well, okay? Yeah. So let me just ask Ganil, can you hear me? Do you understand what I have just shared?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, very good to hear that. Thank you. How about Muthu? Muthu, do you understand? Muthu? Okay, Muthu might be busy. Charlene?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, okay, thank you. Dewan Muhammad?
Yeah, bro, I understand. No
Okay,
problem
thank
for
you.
me.
Belal Hussain Bhai, do you understand? Belal Hussain Bhai, you need to unmute. Yeah, yeah. Belal Hussain Bhai, maybe you can, rotate your screen bit lower so that we can see more. Yes, yes, now it's much better. Okay, so for those, we have shared the 24-share screen background that you can see Belal Hussain by Rakib, some of them has used it. So even Raid, Sheikh. So if possible, please use that background. Where to find the background? You can go to our 24-share learning page and just download that background. Okay, and once you download it, you can actually just apply, go to the setting, video setting, then you just add the virtual filter. Okay, so it looks more nice and professional. If you can't on the video, you can also add that banner in your profile picture, so that even your video is off, we'll be able to see. Yeah. So by the way, if you have any question, please feel free to raise, or you can write it in the chat messenger, so that we have few ambassadors who will help me to read this question and raise it to me. Okay. Yeah, by the way, if you have not noticed, we have a few ambassadors here. Tashrif is here. If you have any question, not just through the class, after the class, you can reach out to them over the Facebook Messenger or WhatsApp if you have the contact, or you can raise it to in the Learning Center or Telegram group itself. Okay. Tashrif, Rakib, Raihan, Tipu, many of us, Rubel, they are actually our ambassador, and they have already gone through some of the training and they already know. Okay. So if you have any question, feel free to reach it to them as well. Okay. So can we continue? Okay. Let's continue.
Yes, can continue.
Okay. If needed, we will try to recap again. Okay. So just make sure that all of you understand. Let me share the screen again. Okay, so you have seen that before. How do we do the bold? We can just select the font here, and we can apply it, we can select it, we can make the bigger font, from here, and we can also choose from here, or we can use the shortcut also, Yeah, I'm not sure the shortcut full chat sheet has been posted. I will post it actually today in the group itself, Learning Center, so they can remember, like Control C, Control V, all the shortcut, together. So, and you can also do many things, color changes, and so on and so on and so on. Okay, so this is the table again. Now, let's say, for example, someone asks, Brother Nazmul, I don't want it to do follow exactly the same color. I just choose this from the design menu. Can I change this color again? Yes, you can. So you can just select that row, what color you want to apply, and then you can apply it just like that. You can also choose the text color, select this text, you can choose from here. Okay, so all this formatting is available already. Now say you wanted to delete some column and row. Okay, so let's say, for example, here we have few row. I don't need until 18, I just need until 15. I just select right click, you can delete just from here. Okay, or right click, delete cell, and you can say enter row. Okay, but don't delete the whole table. Okay, if you want to delete the whole table, you can just select on the corner. Do you see on the corner there is a plus sign? You just select this and Control X. The whole table is gone. Okay, so now if you wanted to delete a one column, you can also do that. Just bring your mouse here, then you will see a arrow, black color, a small arrow. Do you see that? Yeah, once you get that arrow, do one click, the whole column will be selected. You can delete from there, or you can right click, delete column, is gone. Okay, you can also do that in the middle. Like, so for example, this column you want to delete, select, right click, delete column, it's gone. Okay, same way you can also insert a column, click, insert column. So you wanted to insert the row or column, you want to do it left or right. If you do the left, it will create a column additionally left of the exercise. If you do again same way, insert a column on the right, the column will be created on the right of the exercise, which column that you have selected. Okay, so this is how we update the insert the row and columns. Okay, you can also select this all those text, and you can also change the font if you want, just specific to the inside this. Okay, and you can also change the font size, that whatever you wanted to do. Okay, let's say student name Bilal Hussain. Okay, so from the attendance he got 100% because he attended all 4 classes. Exercise, at the end of the course you need to submit some exercise. So basically, how do we do that? After we do the 4th class, okay, we will do few project. We will do 4 project, and once we do that, okay, you will have a 1 week to submit your exercise. So once you do the exercise, basically you do another project, you take a picture of that work that you do and just post it inside the learning center. Okay, as I said that the exercise number 1, my name is Rubel Ahmed, I did it, then you just post it. You don't need to post your roll number because we don't have a roll number. Okay, so you just have a name, so you just need to put your name and make sure the exercise number 1 or 2 and 3, they take a picture and post it. You can take a picture from phone, or you can take a screenshot from here and post it there. Okay, so that is after the 4th class. So then exam. So few of our students actually text me, brother Nazmul, is there any exam? Okay, so we get the certificate, is there any exam? We don't really have an exam learning process because everyone is scared of the exam. But what we'll do at the end of our class, every class we have a 2 hours, right? Next class we will have a 2.5 hours to 3 hours. That another half an hour or 45 minutes we'll be discussing. Basically, we'll be asking you a few questions, okay, from the 4 class that all of you have participated. Okay, we'll be asking about the question based on what? Based on the slide that we have gone through. Now, if we ask certain thing that, okay, can you share about the page numbering, how to do it? Can you share if you want to delete a column, how to do it? We ask the question, and if you are not be able to answer, means that you miss out that part, or you forgot that part, or you didn't practice it, or you didn't concentrate it. Maybe you joined the class and you went for cooking. Okay, so that whatever the discussion happened, you all forgot. Okay, so we'll be asking some question, and we'll try to take some score from there. But basically, as long as anybody or everyone actually has participated on the 75%, will give this certificate. How do we give the certificate? Those are all the details we discussed on the 4th class. Okay, so and this is how you will be able to insert the column. So let me just go back in the table. We discuss about the table, we discuss about navigate the table, we discuss about selecting the part of the table. Is basically you can select the 1 column, or you can select 2 column. You can also do unfill, like for example changing the properties. Okay, and one more thing is important. Let's say, for example, you have done this, but you notice that you wanted to take Control X, Control B, you wanted to move it to somewhere else. By the way, if you do this 2 cell Control C, what happens if you select more cell and you do Control V, every cell will post the same text. Okay. Another thing is, you have selected this 2 cell and you did Control V and you selected all the cell here, and if you do Control V, everywhere has been distributed, Bilal Hussain 100%, Bilal Hussain 100%, Bilal Hussain. So the same 2 cell will be multiply or paste to the every single cell that you have selected. Okay. So now let's say, for example, the first row here, I wanted to merge it. So what is merge means? Okay, merge means, let's say, for example, these 2 row I want to merge it. Okay, right click, you can do the merge cell, so that 2 cell becoming 1 cell, that is called merge. Okay, so now let's say, for example, these 3 cell I want to merge it, right click, merge. Okay, when do we do that? Let's say, for example, we first these 2 part. Okay, student name, let's say, for example, dormitory or location. Okay, so now these 3 maybe let me just go back, I want to show you. So instead of this on the top cell, maybe you wanted to move it to the below cell. Okay, yeah. Then in the top cell, you currently have all those. So I wanted to move all the cell fill, so that okay. So now I wanted to merge these 2 cell. I want to merge these 2 cell, merge cell. So this is about the student and location. Student details. Huh? So then this all cell is all about the mark or attendance. Huh? Merge it. So I tell result. Okay. So then I wanted to do it the middle. So select this whole cell. I go here. I select this middle. Okay. So now you see these 2 column is about the student details. These 3 column about their marks. So when sometime I need to do mark cell. Okay. And when you do that, let's say, for example, I have 15 and I want to move also. Yeah. So now this one is all about details. So now you know how to merge cell. When do you need to do that? Certain time when we have a different objective, different task that we want to do it. Okay, then we can merge cell. Okay, so and let's say, for example, you have done this, you also wanted to change the color. You can also do that. Sorry. You can change the color, maybe light yellow, something like this, or a bit deeper. Yeah. So you can change the table, part of the table. You can merge cell, you can merge column, you can do that. And this is how we change the table properties or formatting. Okay. Let me go back to the slide. So we learn about how to insert the table, how to navigate the table, how to select the part of the table, how to do the shading. What is shading? Just now we did the shading. So shading is nothing but just change the color. Okay, change the color of the table. You can also change from here, right click, you can go to the table properties and you can go to the border and shading. You can go shading here and apply this color. This is called shading. What earlier show you is a shortcut way to apply the shading. Okay, So you can apply the shading from just directly from here in this, or you can go inside the table properties. So just to make sure, I think this toolbar all of you are familiar. The first one is a font, second one is font size bigger, increase, reduce, formatting, bold, italic. I think these are the things you have already seen, that insert, delete. Apart from there, what we have cut, copy. So we have a paste. These are very interesting thing that I am not sure at the earlier class we have shared, but I want to share with you now. Okay. So let's say, for example, this part will be very interesting on Excel, but I just wanted to share with you. There are few ways you can do a copy paste. Okay, paste, like for example, PDCL AL. Sorry, yeah. So let me this one I make it smaller size. Okay, so now if I select this copy, I apply Ctrl C. Okay, and if I select here and do Ctrl V, what happened? The whole bold 14 size, the same font, copy from here to here. Okay, this is copy paste. And again, if I do it, copy, Ctrl C, and I need to go here and the paste, you can see I can just apply paste. What do you see here? There is a small text. It said keep source formatting, meaning what I copy earlier, the contents plus properties of the contents will be pasted here also. Okay, now what is the other two that are available here? Okay, so let me try again. So I copy this. Okay, I apply here, the full text is appear. Okay, now I apply here, right click, I use different one, which is merge formatting. When I paste it here, what happened? Is pasted here, but it did not copy the properties of earlier. What does mean the properties means? Earlier it was bigger font, it was blue color, a cyan color font, it was a different font. Okay, let's say for example, this is a different font. Okay, I copy here, Ctrl C. Okay, again I remove this, I paste here, select merge formatting. Okay, meaning that I only copy the text, I did not bring the properties, the blue color, different font, and so on. You notice? Okay, so in the same, when you go to the table, you do the paste. Okay, so let's say for example, this one is black color, so you do copy, you paste it here, you can follow this. Okay, different formatting for here, inserting, and you can also follow just keep text only. Okay, what is keep text only? That means it will not copy the earlier format. Okay, let's say for example, this one I select as a blue color.
Mazum bhai, unmute করে নেন, make it equal.
Okay, let me just mute this. Okay, yeah, so let's say for example, this one I copy. Okay, I wanted to paste it here, select this, right click, I just follow the keep text only. So when you bring the text only, it did not bring the color and the bold. Okay, so it's actually same for in the normal paragraph that you can actually apply it inside the table as well. Okay, so this is called formatting. Let me go back to the slide. So we have done the border and shading. Okay, border is very important part. Let me just show you the border. You can play around the border. Border is very fun. Select the whole table. You can do the border from here. There is small icon here. You can select the border, what type of border you want to do it. Okay, but you can just select this. The border will be applied, but I love to do it border from here. The table properties, again you can see here, right click, table properties, you can see border and shading. Why I love it, I'll show you. Then you can see border, just to make sure that don't go to the page border. We are talking about table border only. So this one, okay, this is very interesting and fun. Why? I'll show you. Let's say I choose the border color is green color. Okay, I have many varieties of the border here. Okay, yeah, I have a thickness, I can go to the different line. Let me choose something. Yes, yeah, let me choose these so that I can see some difference. Okay, I can choose the blue color. I can even choose the some other color as well, purple color. So I choose it. Now I go okay. Okay, now you can see this whole border comes, but it's very ugly. Let me change it. Go back, right click, border and shadings, table properties, border and shading. Let me apply something meaningful. Okay, this one. Okay, so I've selected this, but if you notice, it did not apply here. Okay, so none. You select the border here. Okay, or this one. You select this one, and you will see. You click it here. Okay, you can hide it also if you don't want. So now if you notice, I selected this border. It just only came outline border. Just show you, apply. Did you notice? It only came the outside border, inside all disappear. So now I select back again, go back to the properties, go back to the table and shading, go back here, because I chose only the outline one. If I choose this, apply, it's also inserted all inside, but inside looks ugly, maybe outside is okay. So I want to change the inside and outside differently. Go back again, border and shading. Okay, so I want to do none. I want to do border only. I have selected this. Now I want to go back to the line only. Okay, sorry. Okay, this one, outside border. Okay, I applied, or even inside applied. I wanted to remove the inside border. Click the remove. Now I go back to line here. Okay, I click the inside here. Is become came for the row only. I click another click here. It's came column only. So now I have two different type of border. One is outside border, one is inside border. Okay, if I want, I can even change the color. Let me apply it so that you can see the difference. Do you see the difference? By the way, my right side of border is gone. Let me just bring it back. Right click, table and properties, border and shading. I wanted to bring my outside border, this one. Okay, okay, okay. So it's appear. So now it looks more professional, where I have a outside border, boundary border is white, and inside border is a single color. So this is how you can play around border and shading. Okay, let me just take a pause. Any questions so far? Difficult to understand? Am I speaking too fast?
No, sir.
No, sir. No, sir.
All the thing is okay. We
Okay,
can
okay. So
understand very easy.
please feel free to raise question, because usually I speak pretty fast. So if I go even faster, please feel free to pause me. Okay.
No problem.
Yeah, you can ask in Bengali. You can ask in Tamil in future when I learn the Tamil. You can also ask question in Tagalog when actually I will learn the Tagalog language. For now, I don't know those language. Yeah. By the way, if you guys have visited in Philippines or Manila, there is a one food called halo halo. You must try. I love that food. It's a dessert. I think our Philippine colleagues here know what is halo halo, right?
Yeah. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, halo halo is something like
Yeah. Hello.
yeah, cheng tang. But anyway, we can talk of food a lot, offline or at the end of the class. Go back to continue our class.
অ্যাকচুয়ালি নাজমুল ভাই আপনাদের যে ফুড ব্লগটা আছে ওটা আসলে আমি খুব পছন্দ করি। আমি 2টা এপিসোড হয়তো দেখছিলাম ফুড ব্লগের।
Thank you.
খুব ইন্টারেস্টিং একটা ব্লগ ছিল, কারণ আসলে আমি পার্সোনালি একজন খাদক। আমার খেতে খুব ভালো লাগে আর যাই হোক, সো ওই হিসাবে আমি জাস্ট জানতে পারি কোন খাদ্যটা কোন জায়গায় ভালো পাওয়া যায়, সো এই জন্য আপনাকে
Thank you. We have a 4 blog. Actually, you can go through the all 4 in our web page. Let me just go back, continue in the class. We'll talk later on the food blogs. Okay, so that's all about the table properties. Let me go back. So we have covered the inserting table, navigate the table, selecting the table parts, adding border and shading, inserting the row and columns, resize the row and column. This is we have not done yet. Let's just go back. So what is resize? So you just adjust the size. So earlier I have actually adjust the size of this column. It was very big, but I don't need the big because I just wanted to put the number. I just reduce it. So this is called adjust. So I can adjust the column. I can also adjust the row if I want. Like for example, this one, I wanted to make it bigger. I can adjust it. Okay. So now this is free adjust. If you wanted to adjust with a specific size, okay, you can also do that. How? You can, let's say, click this whole row, right click, you will see called table properties. Once you go to the table properties, we have seen this. What is this? Actually, basically left alignment, center alignment, right alignment, text spacing. On the top, you will see the table row. Okay, so once you click the row, you will see the row height. Okay, you can fix the height if you know how much do you need it. Let's say, for example, I want to put 0.8. Once you select, you will notice that the row has become bigger. So you can fix the size, any specific size you want. So similarly, you go to the table properties, you see the row, there is a column also. You can set the specific width of the column. Okay, so let's select a column. So let's say, for example, this column. So in order to do that, I must create back the row. So what I do, so let me show you another tips. Insert, there is a table, quick table. Okay, let me just disconnect the call. Okay, so so you can draw back again your table that you want. Okay, you can draw table by just this. Sorry, basically you just wanted to rejoin. Okay, this is done. Because it is bigger text, let me just delete this word, rejoin. Okay, so let me delete this guy, insert, draw, continue this guy. Okay, so now I can select a column, this column. Okay, yeah, I have selected. So basically previously I merged it. Now actually I cut it into 3 parts. So I've selected the column. I have right click, go to the table properties, go to the column. Here currently is 3 centimeter. So you wanted to make it bigger, you can do 5, do okay. You see, column has expanded the size. Okay, so you can fix specifically row and column, okay, when you need it. This is called resize. Let me go back. Okay, so we know how to resize the row and column. Okay, we have done the insert, the objects, insert tables. Okay, now we'll jump to the header and footer. Okay, I'm not sure last class whether you have seen that. Let me just do a quick header and footer. So header is something like
দেখানো হয়েছিল না
acha, just double click here. You can just insert a picture. Let's say, for example, I want to put it 24 share logo. I go here, go here. I have it inside the public folder and the logo, and I just select this. So I can adjust this logo. Yeah. So I can also put, like for example, 24 Asia LEAR Learning Center. Okay. So center, you can write CENTER or TRE. TRE is a British standard. By the way, I'm not sure that you have seen it before. Next class we'll see something on the formatting or the pages, but this is something that we'll actually learn. I think this class itself about the margin, okay, page, border, shading, and so on. So this is how this is called header and footer. So what is the difference between adding here? So if you add it here, it will be only for this page, but when you add it in the header, it will be there on every single pages. Let's me go to the second page. You see currently I only have the one page. So by the way, if you just do one enter, it will just go one enter. And if you do the control enter, it will jump to the next page. Let's do that. Control enter. You'll notice it came to the second page. Okay. So it came back to the second page. Let me just do that again. So here, if I do control enter, it just go one line. Okay. But if I do a control enter, again, enter, it doesn't go, right? Just delete all. Okay. So if you just single enter, it just go to the next line. But if I do control, hold the control button and enter, it go to the next page. Okay. So now if you again do the control enter, it will come at another page, control enter, it will come another page. Okay. So it will keep increasing the page.
নাজু ভাই হোসেন মামুন হ্যান্ড রেজ করছেন কিছু বলতে চাচ্ছে
Sure. Let me just pause it. Yes.
জি আমাকে শুনতে পাচ্ছেন নাজুল ভাই?
জি।
আমি যদি এই রেজাল্ট শিটটা যদি আমি হেডারটাকে রিমুভ করে যদি আমি শুরু থেকে করতে চাই তাহলে কি পারবো না?
অবশ্যই, of course you can do that.
জি জি, ওকে থ্যাঙ্কস।
So any other question? Yes, Belal Hussain bhai.
বিলাল
ভাই আমি যে টেবিলটার উপরে স্টুডেন্ট ডিটেইলস লিখছেন, এরকম আমরা যখন কাজ করতে যাই কম্পিউটারে, ওই ডিটেইলস যে বর্ডারটা থাকে বা লাইনটা থাকে, আমি যদি মনে করেন কম্পিউটারে রিস্ক অ্যাসেসমেন্ট লিখতে যাই আমাদের কাজের সময়, তো ওই বর্ডারটা মানে প্রত্যেকটা পেজে থাকবে অটোমেটিক। আমি যখন ফার্স্ট পেজে দিয়ে দেব, আমি সেকেন্ড পেজে গেলে অটোমেটিক ওই ইয়েটা থাকবে আর কি, বর্ডারটা থাকবে এবং নিচে দিয়ে আমার ডিটেইলস গুলো লেখা থাকবে। ওই জিনিসটা একটু বোঝাই দিলে ভালো হয়।
Sure, definitely. So what is asked actually, he wanted to set a border and the details which will be appear in every single pages. I'll show that right away. Yeah, let me share my screen again, jump it. So basically just now we do it in the table border and details. So now what Belal bhai would like to do it in the header footer, he has added his company name and so on. He also wanted to put at the below his name. Let's say for example, double click, prepared by Belal Hussain. Okay, so I can say do the page numbering also. You can do the insert. You can
আজল ভাই আমি কি কিছু বলতে পারি?
শিওর, আমি আপনাকে এই জিনিসটা দেখাচ্ছি, তারপর আমি যাচ্ছি ওখানে।
যে ভাই আমি যে কথাটা বলছি ওটা হেডার এবং ফুটারের কথা বলছি।
মাথা ফুটার মানে নিচে
বুঝতে পারছেন? হেডার এবং ফুটারের কাজ আমি জানি, কিন্তু আমার কথা হচ্ছে যে টেবিলের উপরে যে আপনি স্টুডেন্ট ডিটেইলসটা লিখছেন, এই লাইনটা পুরাটা মানে প্রত্যেকটা পেজে থাকবে।
বুঝতে পারছি, আমি যাচ্ছি সেই পয়েন্টে।
ওটা কোন হেডারের কাজ না, হেডারের নিচে থাকবে আর কি।
না বুঝতে পারছি,
মানে আমার পেজে থাকবে।
বুঝতে পারছি, ওটা হচ্ছে আপনার এক্সেল থেকে করে। আমি আপনাকে এক্সেলেও সেই জিনিসটা দেখাবো। বেসিক্যালি আপনার হচ্ছে ফর এক্সাম্পল ইউ হ্যাভ এ 100 রো, ওকে, when you print it on the first page you only appear the title, subsequent page you don't have the title, it's just the details. So basically you want that title to be appear on every single pages on top, right? I will show you that example. Let me just go back to show this. Just finish this page numbering. Okay, so I will go that part, but let me just cover that. So earlier, just now, I show about the table properties and even for border. So there is one part actually you might have noticed, which is called page border. So this is how I can actually select the page border. Okay, let's say for example, I choose this. Okay, so you'll notice every single pages the page border is appear. Okay, so now what Velalfy is asking, let's say for example, he has let me take this a bit closer. Okay, so he has a table and that table has lots of row and columns. Okay, and he wants this header to be appear on every single pages. So this is we usually do it on Microsoft Excel. Okay, let me just open the Excel. It will actually, we will teach you in the Excel courses. Sorry, I don't show my office work. I show something else. Okay, I choose something from here. Great. Okay, so what Velalfy is asking, even though it's on Excel courses, but I just wanted to show him that when you do the print, okay, from here, so this part is only appear on first page. Subsequently, third, second, fourth, all pages it does not appear. Okay, he want this particular thing to be appear on every single pages, right, Velalbhai? That's what you're looking for. Yes. So it's
Yes.
actually under the it's called selection. Okay. When you do the print selection, so here, when you wanted to do selected, header and footer, you can actually do the custom, or you can actually choose sheet that is appear. Let me go back. Option. It's under the layout. Printable table. Yes. Yeah. Want to print this on every single pages. Yes. Okay. So now print preview. So basically, I have just selected this row. Every single. Sorry. Not that one. Sorry, my mistake. Print home. Is a printable area, not really printable area. No, this is printable area. Should be here. This one. Okay, I got it. So basically, print title. So basically, the first one is printable area. You can select the whole print, and print title is something that you select a specific row for every single pages to be appear. Let me just go back to the document again. I can do the view, page break view. So I wanted to increase it to all. Because currently is this view or normal view. So I wanted to go the print, print.
আমি
Setup.
যে কথা বলছি ওটা মাইক্রোসফট ওয়ার্ডে করা যায়।
I have not really done that. Maybe let me try that on the next class. I will show you. I have not really tried that on Microsoft Word, but I did it actually on the Microsoft Excel. So that is called printable area and select it for every single pages. Okay, so I'll show you on the next class. Sorry about that. Yeah, let me just go back. So insert table, insert objects, header, footer, just we have seen page number. Okay, other object, you can actually insert the objects, like just now we have inserted a picture, then you can actually even change the picture properties as well. So somebody is talking, let me just mute. আচ্ছা, মুস্তাফিজুর রহমান উনি আপনার হ্যান্ড রেজ করছেন, আপনার কি কোশ্চেন আছে? মুস্তাফিজুর রহমান,
নাজমুল ভাই, আমি একটা জিনিস জানতে চাই। এই যে এখন বুঝছি যে হেডার এন্ড ফুটার এটা, কিন্তু এখন দেখা গেল যে আমার কোম্পানি, আমি একটা আরে ব্রিফিং দিব, মনে করেন 60 জন, ঠিক আছে? তো আমি প্রথমে হেডিং দিলাম যে আরে ব্রিফিং রেকর্ড, তারপর নাম, এরকম কলামটা সবকিছু দিলাম, কিন্তু সেকেন্ড পেজে আমি এই আরে ব্রিফিংটা থাকবো না, তাইলে কি করা যায়? আমার কথাটা বুঝতে পারছেন?
that's you have to add on in order to add that title on every single pages, you can actually add it in the header and footer.
যদি আমি আবার আছে, যদি সেকেন্ড পেজে আমি হেডারটা কাইটা দেই, তাহলে প্রথম পেজে হেডারও চলে যায়।
Yes, understand. So now what you ask, actually, can we add multiple header? Maybe first page I have a one header, and second page I have another header for subsequently 5 pages, then 6 page onward I have another header. Can we do that? Because if you do header and footer, first page you do it, you go all the way to the third page, and if you delete the third page header, it will be disappear from every single pages. So how can we add multiple header? That is your question, right?
Yes.
Yes, you can do that. So how do we do that? You have to do a break, insert a page break. Okay, so we don't cover this class, maybe we show on the next class. Just I want to show you how do you do that. So basically what you are saying, that this is a header that I have. Okay, I wanted to add it only for the first page, and subsequently pages I don't want it to do this. Okay, maybe second page onward I will have another header. So how do we do that? So you have to do a page break. Okay, so you go all the way to the
নাজমুল ভাই স্ক্রিনটা শেয়ার করেন।
sorry, yeah. So basically you have a first page, you have this 21st Learning Center first header, and you don't want it to have this header on the second, third, and fourth page. Okay, because if you delete anything here or change it, you will notice it's also disappear from first page, right? But you don't want to have that, because you want first page is header is okay, but second page you want different header. So how do you do that? That is your challenge, right?
Yes, bye. ঠিক আছে।
You can do that by insert a page break. Okay, once you do insert a page break, and now if you change it, let me just try it. Sorry, I think page break has not been taken. So I usually go page break to see. Let me just move it. Here you have a few view. I think you have seen that view in the before. So there is one of the view is here, which is a details view, where you'll be able to notice the page break. Okay, so let me go here, insert page break. Something wrong. Why my page break is not coming? Let me just remove my border. So usually we do that on the page break, and once you give the page break, not only that, you will notice there's some document have a 40-50 pages. First page to all the way 30 pages is all vertical. All of a sudden, in the middle there is a big wide angle sheet. Okay, so that means it's all A4 sheet, but in the middle you have a big drawing. You have a wide angle sheet. Then again, you have a, the vertical pages. So how do we do that? That's also maintained by the page break. Let me just change the table properties. And table properties, border. Insert page break. Let me see if the page break has been taken. Something is wrong. My page break. So normally this is how you do that. Once you do the page break, you will see actually the sectional break here, and the page break will actually make sure that the first page and second page has already broken down. Okay, then you can change all those layout here, and you should not change the first page or second page at all. But currently my page break has not been taken. You try that and let me know on the next class. Should work actually. Okay, I will try on the next class and show you again back for this one. Okay, how to do the page break and how could change on the multiple header and footer. Okay, so let me go back to the lesson 5. I think lesson 5 we have already learned something. Okay, so lesson 5, I think last class Rashid already show you. So sorry. Yeah. So lesson 5 is actually insert the header and footer. Just now I show you insert the page numbering. Just now I did it. Page layout. Let me just show you the page layout again. Okay. Once you go to the here, view, you have actually the view of the web layout, page layout, and so on, and you all can also change the page layout from here. Print, and once you go to the print here, you can actually choose all the different page size. So you have a A4, you have a A3, you have a letterhead. So most of the time by default either letterhead is there or A4 is there. So this is the most common size, and you can also do the customized margin. So how do we do that? You can select a specific margin that is available here, or you can do custom margin. Okay, so custom margin here, you can tell how much the gap on top you want. If you print some document that is letterhead, we usually need more space on top, so you can actually give top here, okay, 1.5 or 2. Then left, you can actually reduce it if you want. Okay, right, you can reduce it if you want. Bottom, you can also reduce it if you want. Okay, so this is where we see. Also, the currently our page is portrait mode. If you want to do landscape, just select the landscape. Then document will be self landscape. Let me just apply it and see. Now you see the document is becoming landscape mode. Okay, so from here we actually change the page layout. Okay. Again, let me go to the orientation. You can also select from the orientation as well, huh? Or you can go here, page setup, more properties. You can choose the margin. Okay, you can apply to the multiple pages. You can do the mirror page, margin if you want. Okay, you can print, as a book fold. So basically, it's just like this, the 2 pages side by side. These are more on the printing area, depend on the printer that support. But this is where you can choose the paper. You can do specifically the printable area, how much the wide and height. You can do the customize. You can select the layout, if there is a specific layout that has been defined, header and footer, how much space you wanted to keep it. Those are the things that you can define it here. You can also go choose to the border. Earlier I show you, it will bring it back where earlier we were. Okay, so this is how you can also set back the border if you need it from the printable area and under the custom margin. So mainly these are the options that you have. You will also have select the the multiple printer. Okay, and you can also choose you want to print the black and white or color. So basically, once you choose the printer, it will give you option, to choose what type of print you wanted to do it. Those depend on the print capacity or capability. The print does support the color, you can actually go back and select the color. If the printer does not support, definitely you can't choose it. Okay, so there, and this setting will be appear based on the printer properties. You can go here and the quality, you can select color or you can select black and white. But again, your printers has to have the support, and printer also have a different feature. Some printer can print big size of the paper. Some printer can do the both sides of the printing. This is where you select if printer is support. Some printer does booklet printing, so it's basically 4 pages print together to 1 page. Okay, so it's depend on the printer capabilities. From here you can also select automatic printing or color printing or black and white. So these are more on printing option that you have. Okay, and orientation, size, margin, layout. I think we almost cover on lesson number 5. Okay, let me just pause it. Any questions so far? Let me just take a screenshot to just make sure that just for attendance purpose. আপনাদের কারো কোনো কোশ্চেন আছে? বুঝতে সমস্যা হচ্ছে?
জি না ভাই, আপনি যা বুঝাচ্ছেন তা আমাদের মাথায় ক্লিয়ারলি ধরছে আশা করি।
আচ্ছা, মানে আমি যদি খুব ফাস্ট বলে থাকি আমাকে পজ করবেন, কিংবা আপনাদের কোনো কোশ্চেন থাকলে you can feel free to ask the question, and definitely I will try to address. Suppose
ভাই one second ভাই, আমি মনে হয় মিস্টেক করছিলাম, আমি একটু বুঝতে পারতেছি না ফার্স্ট পেজে ফ্রেমটা কিভাবে দেব, মার্জিনটা কিভাবে দেব, যদি একটু 1 সেকেন্ড বলতেন।
Sure, let me just
থ্যাঙ্কস।
show you again, share my screen. Okay, so this is the document you want to do a margin. Okay, so margin you can do from here, file, print. You can actually go custom margin. Okay, here and custom margin, then you can select margin from left, right, top, bottom from here. I think it should be available here as well. Let me just see in the toolbar. View, yeah, under layout. So you can also see under the layout, click on the margin. You can select the predefined margin, or you can click on the custom margin. You can also set the orientation, is it portrait or is it landscape? Okay, so all those is available here, is also available on the print option. The size you want to set A4 or A3 or letterhead. The column, I think this one we did it in the past. If not, let me just quickly show you what is this column all about. Let me just copy some text from somewhere. Okay, I copy some text from here. Okay, so column is something like currently what you see here is a one single column. So you wanted to have a 2 columns, select column, you can select 2. You will see the text become a 2 column, one is left, one is here. So you want to make a 3 column, you can just select 3. Your text will be split in the 3 column. This is all about the column. Okay, so normally by default we select one single column. Here you can see the page break. The earlier just now I was trying to show you. Let me just try one more time. Page break, you have a few different type of break: column break, text wrapping break, page break. Let me see whether it's taken. My computer signed in. Okay, আপনাদের আর কারো কোনো কোশ্চেন আছে? আজকে যতটুকু দেখিয়েছি তাতে বুঝতে অসুবিধা হয়েছে এরকম কারো আছে কিনা? ফর whatever I have shown today, if anyone has a challenge to understand, you can just raise a question. Let me ask some of them.
নাজুল ভাই, ওই যে অনেক সময় দেখা যায় আমি একটা পেজে কাজ করবো আর কি, দেখা যায় নিচে আরেকটা পেজ এক্সট্রা হয়ে যায় আর কি অনেক সময়, কিন্তু ওইটা কিভাবে রিমুভ করবো আর কি, মাঝে মাঝে একটু সমস্যা হয়, রিমুভ করতে পারি না।
Very good question.
পরে প্রিন্ট করলে দেখা যায় দুইটা পেজ আসে, একটা লেখা যেগুলা কমপ্লিট করছি আর একটা এমটি পেজ আসে আর কি সাথে।
Most of the person. Very good question. Thank you. So let me just show you what he's saying. Actually, that sometime we work, some activities or something, and we notice that there are few pages being created. Especially, sometime we see that every single printing at the end there is an empty page. Okay, we don't want that empty page to come, waste of paper. Okay, we want to delete that, or we wanted to. Let me just resize this guy. Sometimes you'll notice that actually your table has gone beyond your page, okay, and you wanted to reduce the table size within the shape. So
is it screen mono share kora na, screen ta আসছে?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, so sometimes you see I have inserted a table, but the table has gone beyond your margin. If it here, we can actually adjust it, but here inside, how do we actually adjust that column, right? Sometimes we get actually this kind of trouble. So how do we actually manage that? You basically go to the view here. Okay, so we have a different type of view. Once you go here, then you can sorry, just taking some time. It will jump to the view of the web layout, from where actually you can adjust it if this anything goes beyond the border. The next I would show how to reduce or delete the last empty. So this is why I was asking, if you go to the web layout and manually squeeze this, then you can go outline view. You can see here. Okay, somebody is talking. Let me just mute him or her. Okay, so now you can see that this is appear. So now you can actually adjust it from here. This is here, this is here, and this is here. Okay, so now the question earlier was made is basically sometime we print, we see there is a extra document or extra page, like for example here. Let me see how many pages is there. View, I want to see multiple pages. Okay, so here you have actually 3-page document. Okay, so but basically if you see the last page, third page, I have nothing. So now if I print this document, the last page comes as automatically as an empty page. So we are wasting of paper, right? So how do we control that? How do we actually delete that? Okay, how do we delete that? So basically there are few ways to do that. The most easiest one that we do it, sorry, is basically there are some empty spaces. So if you delete the spaces, okay, you go to bring the cursor all down to the end, and here you see the cursor is jumping. So you just delete it, use the backspace, and the page is gone. So because there are some empty line is there on the next page, that's why the third page, fourth page is appear. So either you use delete or backspace, all the empty line, then page will disappear. Got it?
Okay, I understand it. Thank you.
Are karo kono question? We have another 20 minutes. Maybe we try to clarify, use this 20 minutes to do the Q&A. আরেকটা জিনিস আমি আসলে জানতে চাচ্ছি আপনাদের কাছে, যে আমরা যে ক্লাসগুলো করাচ্ছি, এই ক্লাসগুলো কি ইউজফুল কিনা?
অবশ্যই ভাই, ইউজফুল।
জি জি
is it?
ভাই,
অবশ্যই
অবশ্যই
ভাই।
100% ইউজফুল।
যে কোনো কম্পিউটার কাজের
যা-
ক্ষেত্রে ওয়ার্ড তো অবশ্যই লাগে ভাই। যে কোনো ডকুমেন্ট আমরা বানাইতে গেলে অথবা কোনো কিছু যদি আমরা রিমুভ করতে চাই, সেক্ষেত্রে ডকুমেন্ট বলতেই ওয়ার্ড ফাইল আমাদের লাগে। সো সেক্ষেত্রে দেখা যেতেছে আপনি যেগুলো দেখাইতেছেন এগুলো 100% ইউজফুল। যদি এগুলা যদি ইউজফুল না হয় তাহলে তো কেউ ওয়ার্ড ফাইলে কাজই করতে পারবে না।
Thank you, thank you. No, because
নাজুল ভাই আমরা কি কিছু ছবি নিতে পারি অ্যাটেন্ডেন্সের জন্য?
sure. Let me just take one more attendance picture. Ready? 1, 2, 3. By the way, 24 here we have 102 volunteer in our team in a 42 different dormitory. If any of you wanted to join as a volunteer, just text me or ping me, and definitely will add you in. So for most of our volunteers, actually they have two very specialized skills, and they are very, very good to these two. The first one, they know how to take picture. Wherever they go, they will take selfie. They love to take picture. The second one, they love to eat. Almost every other day, I see my WhatsApp group is full of biryani picture. So they love to have food. So that's thing that our team really love it. So yeah, I know many of you also love to take picture and biryani. By the way, I just wanted to go back to the Q&A again. So the earlier now the question that I raised that those class that we have done today is the third class. We just finished it. So I just wanted to hear from all of you that is there something that you have learned new here and is going to be useful for your job? Okay, because we are not expert. Okay, we are not a professional teacher, but what we want to teach, as much as we know, we wanted to share. And the same thing that you can also do that. Whatever you know, you can share to someone else. Like for example, today we are 100 people group. So 10 of us, let's say our instructor. So this 10 we conduct 5 batches. Each batch is around 30 people. So we will teach 130 people. Now this out of this 130 people, we won't get everybody good. Maybe 30 people are good. And that 30 people, if they share another 10 of each, so 30 into 10 is 300 people is going to learn. And that 300 people, if they're going to teach another 10 people, so it's going to be 3,000. And this is how we can help each other by sharing our skill and experience. Okay, there's no harm. And the more we share, our knowledge will be even amplify, even improve it. Just like for example today Bilal bhai asked a question in Microsoft Word, how can I actually add the table header and footer on every single pages? I did it many years back. I forgot it, but I will go and practice it and make sure that I show it on the next classes. So this is how actually we also improve ourselves and recap and refresh it. So again, my question, is there something useful to all of you? You can just unmute one by one.
Yes.
Useful. Okay. How about we have a few Tamil brothers. If you can share with their Rama, can you just share? Is that useful to you?
Yes, sir. This is very useful for me. I can improve my knowledge also. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Rama. Very good to hear that. How about Shaleen?
जी अस्सलाम वालेकुम স্যার।
আচ্ছা সেলিম ভাই আপনি কি এখান থেকে শিখছেন কিছু?
জি ইনশাআল্লাহ আলহামদুলিল্লাহ আমি অনেক কিছু শিখতে পারছি স্যার, কিন্তু আমি একটু কথা বলতে চাই। সেটা হলো যে আমি কম্পিউটারে এর আগে আমার কোনো নলেজ ছিল না। তো এই ক্লাসে আসার পরে ফার্স্ট 2টা ক্লাস আমি অনেক এনজয় করছি এবং অনেক কিছু শিখতে পারছি। কিন্তু আমি অলরেডি ট্রাইও করছি একটা ল্যাপটপ কেনার জন্য, কিন্তু আমি আনফরচুনেটলি এখনো পর্যন্ত এটা কিনতে পারি নাই। তো নেক্সট ক্লাস যেহেতু আমাদের একটা আছে এক্সাম আছে, তো এগুলা আমার মনে হচ্ছে যে আমি যদি একটু প্র্যাকটিক্যালি এটা প্র্যাকটিস করতে পারতাম তো তবে আমার জন্য অনেক ভালো হতো। আপনার কথা, আপনার কাজ শেখানো আমি সবকিছু বুঝতে পারছি স্যার, কিন্তু যে প্রসেসিং এর ভিতর দিয়ে যাচ্ছে এটা সম্পূর্ণ আমার জন্য নতুন। তো এই ফাইলের কাজগুলো
let me just stop the recording because Q&A no need to record.